Episode 8 of From Season 2 is now done and dusted, and it is now available for you guys to go and check out right now. I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts on this episode. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What did you guys all think of the newest episode of From? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down there, smash that like button, click subscribe, and let's talk about this newest episode of From right now. Okay, so the newest episode, episode 8 of From Season 2, now out, done and dusted. And last week's episode was an absolute awesome episode. It really made things tick, and it was one of those episodes where you're just like, oh my god, what is going to happen? And you can just feel it's starting to build up. Episode 8 does that, but does it even better. I really enjoyed this episode. We learned so much, and new questions are put in front of us that now have things like, what is actually going on in this place? And then you had that cliff-hanging ending where I don't know what's going to happen at this point. So the main thing about this episode is the idea that, like we saw in the last episode, at the end where Elgin is getting drowned by that weird old lady looking skeleton creature thing. The idea is this, whatever it is, can harm you in your dreams. So we got some Freddy Krueger stuff going on here. Nightmare on Elm Street. That's what's happening right now. We see that Elgin actually didn't, that was in his dream, and then people woke him up and he was like, water was coming out. So you have that. You have Kenny having a dream as well where the phone rings, he answers it, and then he hangs it up, and the pot is full of cicadas, and these cicadas come out. One of them lands on him and bites him, and then it looks like he's got a burn mark now when he wakes up. So you have these things in the dreams coming to life and actually harming people now. So we are full on going Nightmare on Elm Street. Like, that stuff is happening right now. So now this is freaking some people out. Like, so what's going on? Like, you're saying these things can hurt us in the dream now. So not only do they hurt us in the physical realm, but now in the dream state, we're in danger as well. And when you're dealing with that sort of stuff, man, that stuff is like, good luck. I don't know how you battle that. Go watch Friday the 13th and you'll figure out how to battle that. So that's what this whole episode is revolving around. Is them trying to figure that out. When they actually go down into the boiler room, because Christy has told Boyd and Kenny that there was something down there moving, and you're thinking to yourself, oh my god, here we go, this thing's alive. They go into the boiler room and they see cicadas all over this body coming out of its organs and everything like that. Hundreds of them, just everywhere. And this then freaks Boyd and Kenny out, because Kenny's like, that's exactly what I saw in my dream. And this brings up that spark of like, they can actually show you in the dream. But then when Donna comes in and is like, well, what are you guys talking about? Catches them in the act. So she doesn't know about the body. She goes down there and they're gone. The cicadas are gone. So it's kind of like, what is going on now? Like, where did they all go? They just disappeared. And Boyd even says, we closed the door, so there's no way that they can just get out through the door or anything like that. So now things are getting very interested with that whole side of things going on. And now they're going to try and create silver bullets, lace the actual bullets in that yellow stuff that they've got, and they're going to try and shoot him. Then we have this sad story of Victor as well. We start to learn more about Victor and what happens. And this is a kid that grew up in this town, so he has no home beyond here. This is it. But we obviously know about his mother, and we see more of that. But we get a massive reveal to Victor and why he is so messed up. Why this guy is just absolutely just off the rails, mentally just drained, distraught, anxiety, everything. He talks about these pictures that he drew about that night, that things that happened, everything like that. So, and he tells Tabitha that he doesn't want to remember. He's scared to remember. And when they find those pictures, it brings back that Victor actually has a sister. Victor actually had a sister, and she was there with him, and she was the one that used to draw, and all those things there, they're just hers. And then we find out that she actually ran off after the mother. So Victor, man, the guy's just been through absolutely everything. He's been through hell here. He really has. So we forget that he's actually still technically a child mentally because he hasn't really grown up in the real world. He's grown up in this town and he's had to fend for himself and all that stuff. But man, he lost his mother, lost his sister. Like, this guy's just been through. So you can understand why he's trying to hold things. He doesn't want to remember those things. And man, it's great character development for him. And I thought the performance was fantastic when he's sitting there. And like, that just was us like that. And then we find out that the mother went to the tower to free the kids, which is who Tabitha is seeing. Tabitha's seeing those kids in those towers the mother went to save. It's all starting to come together. And then we have the moment when Randall sees them burning the body, goes and gets Donna and wants to talk to her. And then at the end, we see Randall with Donna tied up on the tree. And Jim comes around and is like, we see this weird van out the front of the RV. And Jim comes around and he's like, what are you doing, Randall? Like, what's going on here? So, and Randall's got a knife and he's got it tied up and he's like, change of plans. So, wow, man, that cliffhanger ending is just like, what is going on? And that's all because Randall now has this idea that this could be an experiment. And he is 100% set on Donna being one of those people that are involved in this experiment. She is one of those people that is telling people what to do to keep this experiment alive. So you have these factions of people going on here, trying to figure out what is going on and having certain theories for each people. And now we're seeing who's going to take it to the extreme, who's going to snap. It's getting mental. We have 2 episodes left. And it is building up nicely. This was just built up brilliantly. Gave us a few things to think about and just gave us this idea of the dream sequences. You can die in that now. Tabitha seeing those kids that Victor's mum went and saved in a tower. What is that? Which tower is that? What is going on with those kids? We have Randall thinking there's an experiment about to kill Donna or something like that. This is just going to be insane. I have a feeling Donna is not going to make it. I don't think she's going to make it. I think Randall might actually end up killing her somehow. Like, something's going to happen. I just don't see Donna walking out of this. But I'm very interested to see what happens at night when these creatures come back and they shoot these things. But, I mean, now that Jade knows where the actual tunnel is, why don't you guys just find a way to block that tunnel and see what happens? See if they come out of your blockade, but I don't know. And then we have also in the town, Kenny hears these cicadas, and this guy comes out and he says, help, help. He's got blood all over him. So other cicadas in the house. Like, remember, Victor did say when someone started seeing the symbols, things just went AWOL and people were just dying everywhere. It looks like this is happening again. So I love this episode. I cannot wait for next week's episode. So let me know down in the comment section below. What did you guys think of this episode? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down there. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. And I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.